When you're if we could talk, if you want to talk about what makes a good teacher or not a good teacher, because I'm intensely opinionated about it, and I hold myself up. I think I'm a good teacher, but I also I am constantly have that humility to go. I can be better and be better and to learn and learn and learn and learn. But never work with a teacher who's not learning. A teacher is somebody else who's just invigorated as you are and learning at a faster rate ahead of you, and you're trying to catch up to them. But never, and it's two, is never work with a teacher who's trying to make you an addict. Always work with somebody who's going to teach you out of needing them. Brandon Colby-Cook has nothing to learn from me anymore. He needs to come in my class and I kick him around a little bit once in a while, but he's nothing to learn from me because he can teach as well as I can at this point. You know, that's what it's about. Teachers teach through inspiration, through inspiring you up your curve, not by kicking you down. But also, technique is only there in order to open up your blocks so that you can then get to the craft. Becoming obsessive about technique is a danger, and a lot of teachers do that to people. This cold readings, do you mind if I personal notes here? This cold reading stuff, the you brought the cow. It's white. You know, I like, that's okay, like at a very elementary basic level. But then it's like, okay, like move on. Like I know how to connect now and say dialogue. That's gonna undo the acting. You don't need to be a good co-leader. I know that pisses off some people, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but I've been acting now for 20-something years. You know, 50 projects all around America, and I teach all around the world, and I have never once ever had to cold read anything. Yeah, I've never had to cold read. I'm a terrible cold reader. Yeah, why would you have to do it? I had an audition, they say, oh my God, you'd be much better for the role of, you know, Theophilus. Could you read this? And you say, I'd love 20 minutes. I'm gonna go, and then when I come back, it's memorized. I'm not reading. I know how to make sure I'm ready, you know? Like you never have, if you're reading, you're not acting, you're reading. I don't know why I'm saying that, it's just a dumb little note. But, and some people get a little confused by that, but be actors, don't be readers. Like, let's get beyond that. Like, to be or not to be. Is it meant to be or not to be? That is the question. And then you gotta stop and you say, well, what's the story? Well, you know, his life has been ripped away from him and he's not sure if he wants to exist anymore, so he's questioning his own existence because why live in a world where everybody who said they were one thing are a lie? Emotionalities, do I know that? Yeah, my father fucking went to jail, my mom's schizophrenic, I fucking know that. You know, trigger into it, then focus. I'm focusing on who? You, who are my subconscious. And then the words fall out. I memorize them flat. They fall out. To be or not to be. And that is the question. And it comes out any way it wants. You know? But it comes out based on the story, emotion, and focus. The point is this. Remember my process result guideline? Process result. Look at all the process. Look at the result. It's story, which I'm going to go into a little bit today and then a lot on Friday, which is the core of the scene, the arc of the scene, and then the art of the scene. We'll talk about that later. No, that's the act of the scene. But I don't want to talk about that. But that's story, structure, and style, which is it's 3 bits. I'm going to go over this in a second. Circumstantial objective relationship, emotional circumstantial state, arc, realization, creating the scene, and in 3, that's accent, characterization, and time and place. When you study the shit out of that, and understand now, I'm going to draw this graph to become like mathematical, it'll be quite strange. I'm going to start doing it today anyway, just for fun. You know, you get your 3-act structure and the thing, and the counterpoint, the thing, and the graph, and everything, and like the actors are going, they first take the class and they start using their minds, they get really good at it. It's, what does this moment mean? Once you've done all that work, there's no room. I've cinched it up, me and the character. There's no room for me to think, because I know what this moment means. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know what it means. And then, what does that mean? Open up, and then focus on you, and then do it. This, poof, must be accidental. It has to just happen. So it's all the rigor of this for that.